goal was to navigate to the small vessels in the brain with the smallest possible catheter, be able to grab the clot and ingest it. We found a way to create a vortex by spinning an agitator at very high speed. We were able to twist the clot, reshape them from a big clot to a smaller but longer clot, and that was able to be transported down the catheter. I would say that was in my basement, but I didn't have a basement, so I guess it was half of my living room. What we want as physicians is to make an impact. So I founded Endovascular Engineering. By serendipity, I met James Eby from Sante. He's a venture capital group that they're very focused in medical devices. The most pressing need to build a company was actually finding the right people. And we were lucky to find Mike and Scott, and I guess the rest is history.
When we started, it was Mike and myself just sitting on a bench and rapid prototyping, lots of iterations.
A big part of assessing new technologies is the ability to come in and look at it from multiple angles. So you take the academic environment and the science associated with it, you take people who have worked to develop technologies from that environment into a commercial setting, and you take people who are used to investing in technologies and can dial into the right combination of events and ideas that can make something real. Because in the end, that's our goal, is to go out and help patients.
The things that we knew is that the technology was able to do what we claimed. It was actually something that was radically different to everything that was in the market or that had been developed before.
We definitely love the idea, we love the technology, but one of the things you have to be careful of is developing technologies for technology's sake. So we decided that we would look at other opportunities in the clinical environment.
The technology invented had the features to make a real difference in the peripheral space. At that point, the company decided to pivot to pulmonary embolism.
At that phase, you're kind of just looking for a glimmer of hope. As soon as we started to see a real opportunity with the pulmonary embolism and deep vein thrombosis applications, then we had to switch gears in our minds to build a real team that can actually drive progress rapidly.
Taking a technology from a concept, the vision of often a physician founder, you have to be able to see, what is this thing that I am looking at? What's the potential in it? What is required to treat the patients in our perspective?
At the end of the day, pulmonary embolism is a medical problem with a very high mortality rate.
We could recognize the value that Luis's concept had.
We now have a viable path to make this real. We all came together, we look at the data, we look at the opportunity, and we said, let's go. And we haven't looked back since.